Hey everyone, I'm the MIniac, and I got something interesting to share with you all. I have a video project I have been working on for several months now called It's Mini. It was a video I started for the Baron Mini dealership in Kansas City, and I had also done, along with that video project, several interviews, well, about 12 interviews actually, with individuals from the local Mini Club. What I am going to be doing in the next couple of weeks is I'm going to be sharing those videos one at a time over the next several weeks, probably over 12 weeks actually, so that you get to see how unique some of these individuals are and how unique the Mini community is. That it's not just about the cars, it's about the people in that community. So before I begin that project, I thought it was a good idea if I share a little bit with you stuff about me, and I'm going to answer the same questions that I asked the people in those interviews. So anyway, I'm Zach. I am from Lawrence, Kansas, and I'm an architectural, automotive, cityscape photographer, semi-professional actually. I have a bachelor's degree in architectural studies from the University of Kansas. I also have a master's degree in historic preservation from the Boston Architectural College. Now, it seems kind of strange. What's a guy with a background in architecture doing with Mini Coopers? Well, that began back in 2011 when I got my first Mini. That was a 2006 Cooper S, and it was just a great little car. I couldn't believe how fun it was to drive, and I had gone from a Mazda 3 to a Mini Cooper, and suddenly I was in a fun vehicle. But it kind of just stuck with me after that, and it kind of just hooked me. I was hooked ever since, and that was the only kind of car I could have after that, so I kind of got ruined for other cars. But I just love the brand, and I've been with it ever since. Now, some people would ask, what do you love about the Mini community? Well, I like the way it feels like you're part of one big family, and it's not just a bunch of people who have a passion for one car. It's a bunch of people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, and one of the best examples of how great this community is that I could share with you all is when I had my car accident. That was back in March. I got hit by a truck. I pulled out in front of it. I didn't see the truck coming, and I got hit. It was a very low point in my life, but it was amazing how the entire community just rallied around me and was there for me and making sure I was okay after that happened, because that was not just a traumatic thing for me, it was an embarrassing thing for me because I had never had a serious car accident where a car was totaled. But here I was in that situation where I lost my car and I had only had it for 8 months. It was a brand new, well, new to me, it was a 2013 Cooper S, but I had only had it for 8 months and suddenly it was gone. And it was amazing just how the community gathered around me. So it's just kind of a neat community to be in. So one of the other questions I asked the people I was interviewing for the video project was, what is your passion? What is something you're passionate about? And everyone had different things that they're passionate about. Now for me, you might think it's Mini Coopers, and you'd be right, it is Mini Coopers, but my other passions are photography and architecture and historic preservation. I mean, my grandfather took me around to visit historic sites all over Connecticut when I was a kid, and I love historic buildings. So if you've noticed in some of my videos, I tend to film down in places like the West Bottoms in Kansas City around these old warehouse buildings, or in other places in Kansas City where there's lots of old buildings. It's because I really like architecture and I really like buildings. So that's kind of my passion, is architecture actually. It's not minis like you would expect. Or I should say it's not just minis. Anyway, the video series is going to be premiering next week, so I hope you enjoy it. And until next time, remember, life is too short to drive a boring car, so buy a Mini, and I'll catch you later. And before I let you go, don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to leave a like below or a comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and push the little notification bell to receive notifications when I post videos, which is every Friday at 2 p.m. So until next time, I'll catch you all later.